was a shorter week than usual at Magic City Jai-Alai, but we still managed to see some great play from the thinned-out roster of active players. Week 10 definitely gave some of the middle-pack players the chance to add a couple of win tallies towards their singles championship totals. Bueno in particular seized the opportunity, collecting a total of 6 victories with an impressive combination of consistent catching and defensive skills. Number 22 now has a total of 23 singles wins for the season, leapfrogging the likes of Anderluck and Carballo and settling into a 4th place solo position going into week 11. Ron also delivered more of that scorching hot and nearly unbeatable play we've enjoyed watching from him lately. He totaled 5 victories across all appearances, surpassing a plethora of fellow Pelotaris as he now sits in a tie for 7th overall with 19 wins. CRB continued his great stretch of Jai-Alai, raising the bar on what we fans now expect to see from him on the court. Number 18 won 3 games, and more notably, he remained unflappable in his appearances against feature game players on the roster. For a guy with less than 2 years of professional experience with the Cesta, he solidified the notion that his potential is limitless with yet another great week of Jai-Alai under his belt. And finally, the dogs were barking for the first time in Magic City's 2020 Jai-Alai season. That's right, the victory cry so many fans have been waiting for made its 2020 debut as quickly as the player who coined it, number 4, Bradley. The former high hurdler for University of Miami amassed 2 victories in his first singles games back in action, giving us glimpses of his freakish athleticism and unmatched power from his forehand side that we're sure to be seeing more of this 2020 season at Magic City. Instead of a golden cesta this week, we're going to give a full rundown of where everyone stands in the singles championship race. Douglas and Ikeda remain in the top 2 spots with 34 and 30 wins respectively. Tennessee is currently nursing a rib injury, but he still holds on to 3rd place with his collection of 25 wins so far. Bueno slid into 4th place after a spectacular display of Jai-Alai in week 10 with his current total of 23 wins. Anderluck and Carballo are deadlocked for 5th place with 22 victories each. After another solid effort, Ron joins Vuelo in a tie for 7th place at 19 wins. And Kubala and Ben round out the top 10, both with 18 victories apiece. Here's a look at the rest of the pack and their win totals towards the race for the singles championship. CRB, 17 wins. Albarba, 16 wins. Diaz, 13 wins. Cool Fitness, 12 wins. Jedin and Juice both have 11 wins. Asier, 10 wins. Lamonte and Legend both have 7 wins. Fred has 3 wins, and Bradley, 2 wins. There's still a long way to the finish line, and there's no telling who will find their way to the top 3 come season's end. Make sure to tune in every week to stay up to date with all the action. As of right now, the second tournament of the Doubles Championship Series remains on hold. Week 11 will be a full singles schedule at Magic City Jai-Alai, but Stu and Drew will be previewing the new Tournament 2 doubles pairings in the days to come. Who will give Douglas and Lamonte a run for the doubles title? We suggest that you keep watching the Jai-Alai channel for live updates throughout the week. Shout out to this week's fantasy winner, Brown73155. Watch our weekly fantasy review on our Instagram page at Jai-Alai Channel for more details on Brown73155's winning Week 10 lineup. Every week is a new chance to earn points for your fantasy team, so even if you miss a week, you can always come back or join the league at any time. This week, a special one-time prize of $100 will go to the Week 11 winner. And remember, cash prizes will be unlocked once we hit 200 active league members. That's right, cash prizes for Fantasy Jai-Alai. Visit fantasyjaialai.com to join the league, draft your own fantasy team, and get in on all the action. This week's Rebote play goes to number 31, Asier. CRB had Asier on his heels, covering all parts of the court just to keep the play alive. The point looked as good as over as CRB delivered a forehand deep into the back corner with Asier seemingly out of sight. Then, almost as if he was guided by the Jai-Alai gods, number 31 soared through the air to make an unbelievable flying Rebote save. This was hands down one of the best points and plays of the season. See it right here in this Rebote Play of the Week.
Got a decent amount of spin there. Asier runs up on it. The cortada just above the ground. What a catch by CRB. Plays it inside where your opponent's not. Asier runs back. Unbelievable save. What a point played by these guys. Great effort by Asier to keep it alive.